Hi everybody, this is Jason with Team Bernie Los Angeles, and welcome to our training video about phone banking for Bernie. This video is going to tell you what phone banking is, why it's important, and how to do it to maximize the number of people who are going to turn out and vote for Bernie Sanders in the primary. So let's get started. What is phone banking? Well, phone banking is making calls to find voters who support Bernie. Simple as that. Now, why do we phone bank? Let me tell you. Basically, because we can't spend time on voters who support somebody else. There's a lot of voters out there. We got this lady, we got this girl, we got this woman, we got this guy. We don't know who they support until we talk to them. And the campaign needs to understand where to concentrate their resources. So when we call this woman, we find out, oh, she is a Bernie person. Great. And we call this guy. He's a Bernie person. That's great. We call this woman, oh, she is for Hillary. And then we call this girl, oh, she's excited about Trump. All right, well, that's fine. But if we have to talk to some of these people, we probably are a little more interested in talking to the Bernie people. So making these calls and phone banking helps us find the people that we want to connect with who are going to turn out and vote for Bernie. So what do you need? You need a laptop. You need a cell phone or a smartphone. Any phone that lets you talk to another person will do. You need a friendly voice. And you must have an internet connection. Please remember to bring the power cord for your laptop and the power cord for your phone to the phone bank. You don't want to run out of juice while you're phone banking. How do you do it? Well, it's easy. Step 1, call a voter. Step 2, ask if they support Bernie. Step 3, record their answer. Step 4, go back to step 1, rinse and repeat. So, how do you get set up? How do you get started? Take your web browser and point it to berniesanders.com/phonebank. When you get to that page, there are going to be different states that you can click on that will represent the states that you're going to be making calls into. So in this demo, we are going to be calling voters in New York. So I would click on the New York button and I would get this page. The important thing to keep an eye on here is over here on the right, it shows you the calling hours, that it's okay when you can call New York, and we don't call any later than 9 p.m. Eastern here in this example. This calling script here will open up a window that lets you see the script that the campaign wants you to recite when someone picks up the phone. This button here, Get Your Login Credentials, will give you a temporary username and password that you can use to log into the dialer system. So let's have a look at how that works. So in your browser, you would click on Get Your Login Credentials, and you would see a screen that looks like this. This is a very simple form. You just fill it out, and you would click the Create Sign Up button. If you do speak Spanish, make sure you tick the Hablas Español box so that we can connect you with Spanish-speaking Bernie supporters. So you would click Create Sign Up, and then you are going to get your temporary username and password. So write these down on a piece of paper. You don't have to write these down. These are just for this presentation. But you will get your own account name. You will get your own password. You're going to want to jot those down. And they are what you will use to log into the Bernie dialer system. So once you've written them down, then you're going to click the button at the bottom of the screen that says Start Making Calls. And now it's time to connect you with voters. So clicking that button on the previous screen is going to take you to the LiveVox login screen. And this is where you're going to put in your login ID that you wrote down. You're going to type in that temporary password that you wrote down. Because we're calling New York, in the service box, I'm going to pick New York caller. And then phone and extension, you can just leave the way it is. Now, before you click the sign in button, make sure that you turn off your pop-up blocker right now at this point. In order for the dialer to work, it has to open up windows on your screen. And if you don't deactivate your pop-up blocker, it can't open those windows, and you won't be able to phone bank, and you won't understand why it's not working. So go into the settings of your web browser, make sure your pop-up blocker is deactivated, and then you can click the sign in button here. Now you've signed in, and two things are going to happen. Windows are going to open up on your screen. The one on the left is going to have some call-in instructions, and the one on the right is going to say, please do not close this window. You can ignore the one that says, please do not close this window. You can minimize it, you can move it to the side, just don't close it. We need it open for the system to work. On the right, on the left, that's where the real action is. It says, please call 267-223-6157, whatever number it tells you to dial. Then you pick up your phone and you dial that number. After you dial it and it picks up, you're going to enter in the PIN. And here, the PIN is 482-472#. Now, you are connected to the system, and as you can see, the system says not ready. So you're connected, but you're not being connected with any callers yet. It's not finding anyone for you to talk to. All you have to do is click the not ready button and change it to ready, and then the system is going to actively find someone for you to talk to. Oh, look at that. It found someone. So your window is going to change, and information about a voter is going to appear, and it's going to say, let's see, this person, his first name is Michael, their age is 32, they live in Nassau County, and there's the information for their polling place. So at this moment, Michael's on the phone, and it's time for you to say, hi, is Michael there? Now you are actually talking to the voter. Now that you're talking to the voter, you have to ask them who they support. So the campaign has a script that they like you to recite. You might find your own style as you become more proficient with phone banking. My style is to make it really quick and really simple. I would say, hi, is Michael there? And he might say, yeah, this is Michael. And then I would say, hey, Michael, my name's Jason. I'm a volunteer with the Bernie Sanders campaign. I just got a real quick question for you. When you vote in New York's primary on date/month or month/date or whatever, will you be supporting Bernie Sanders? No, I'm going to be supporting the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Oh, okay. Well, thanks very much, Michael. You have a great day. That's it. That's all you got to do. Now, I know that he is not supporting Bernie, so I'm going to scroll down to this menu down here that says Canvassed, and I'm going to find the answer that represents what Michael told me. So he's supporting the Flying Spaghetti Monster, so I'm going to pick 6, strong other or GOP. They're, not a Clinton person, not a Sanders person, strong other. So all I have to do is pick that, and then I save that entry, and then I get back into ready mode. And now the system is going to find someone else for me to call. So I just stay on the line. I just wait. And after a few moments, the window's going to change again. And now there is Sonora, and she's 32 years old. She also lives in New York, and there's her polling place. So I might say something like, hi, is Sonora there? No, there is not a person named Sonora here. Oh, I'm sorry. I must have the wrong number. You have a good day. You know what? No problem. Just scroll down, find wrong number in the Canvas menu, and just save that back into the system. Now, here's the tricky part. After you finish talking with a voter, you're going to want to hang up your phone. Do not hang up your phone. If you hang up your phone, you're going to be disconnected from the system. You're going to have to dial back in, and it's a little bit of a hassle. So let the system hang up the phone that you were using, hang up the connection to the caller that you were just talking to, and have the system find a new voter for you to talk to. Take your phone and just put it face down on the table. That'll remind you not to actually tap the hang up icon on your phone's screen, and it'll keep you connected to the system. So I save this entry, and now the system found someone else for me to talk to. Erica, 46 years old, and she lives in Dutchess County. So I would ask Erica the same thing. Hey, Erica, my name's Jason. I'm a volunteer with Bernie Sanders. Are you going to be voting for him in the primary? Oh, you know what? The person answering the phone says, well, Erica's not home. No problem. Thanks very much. Have a great day. I'm going to record Erica's not home. And I'm going to save that, and I'm going to move on to the next caller. Now, phone banking is fun for some people, and some people find it a little repetitive, but it is really important. This is a trend line of Bernie's and Hillary's poll numbers throughout the course of the primary. Phone banking is one of the big reasons why this gap in the polls becomes this gap in the polls. Very narrow, very reachable, very winnable. Phone banking is one of the biggest tools that the campaign has for making this happen. So please keep doing it. Show up to your phone banking shifts prepared. Make sure you've got your laptop and your phone and your power cords. Take breaks when you need to. Have a snack. Schmooze with people. Make it fun. Have a good time. just make a lot of calls. Just stay efficient, stay focused, reach those voters that want to turn out for Bernie. Thanks very much for watching.